The lights come on ahead of the drivers, and the revs rise. Because we are racing, and we're underway here for race number 1 here in Barcelona. It's a strong start from the man that started second. It is Adam Liu that leads us towards the first corner. Polster Turner falling back already into 5th spot with the front-wheel drive Suzuki. As they head into turn 1 there, that's Matthew Lilley looking on the inside. He's going to dive it in the Genesis and will make the move by the looks of things. Adam Liu slightly wide. That's going to open the door for Scott Sandever and Tyler Davison to get involved in this fight as well now. It's Sandever up into second, Davison into third, and now Liu is having to defend from Turner, who's trying to go around the outside there of turn number 3. It's Lilley at the front of the field as they enter turn number 4, but Sandever's looking for a move. He will get alongside and will get that manoeuvre done there. And on the exit of the corner, it's Sandever, your new race leader here for Alfa Romeo, the winner of race number 2 last time out, as it's the winner of races 1 and 3 right behind him last time. It is Tyler Davison on the tail of the race lead here, immediately looking to try and take that lead away, as behind Matthew Lilley's having to defend now from Adam Liu, who after briefly taking the lead on the run down to turn 1 now finds himself back up into 3rd position, and Tyler Davison isn't sitting around in 2nd position for long, although he has to back out there, as now Matthew Lilley is going to send it back on Liu as Jackson Turner gets ran out wide. Contact there from Jonathan Mills has sent him way off the road. The pole sitter having a nightmare opening lap here, as Matthew Lilley now once again racing through this final part of the lap. It's Lilley on the outside, Kerrin on the inside. Kerrin in his debut race there in the Mazda 3 will get down the inside and up into 4th position. As now, at the head of the field, it is Davison that has taken the lead away from Sandever. Sandever losing that lead on the straight there, and behind you can see the pack are racing furiously there. Mills there making a manoeuvre on Matthew Lilley, and now Jackson Turner trying to get involved in this fight as well. 2 positions made into turn number 1. Can he make it 3 here as he lines up Niall Kerrin? Seb Mills now just behind him. Then you see the other Mazda 3 making their debut of Adam Richardson, but it's Jackson Turner moving up to 4th place there in the Suzuki Swift. Kerrin now side by side with Matthew Lilley. Mazda versus Genesis here, racing through turn number 4. Behind them another Mazda of Adam Richardson looking to get involved as well here. And into turn number 5 it is going to be Kerrin with the inside line. The front-wheel drive Mazda may struggle on corner exit though, and that could give the position back to Lilley on the outside line there. He gets the power down, but look at the speed there. The Mazda looking to have a little bit more power underneath it, and he will retake that position up into 5th spot for Niall Kerrin. Now Adam Richardson will look to try and line up a move here on the Genesis, but Matthew Lilley having a little bit of a look, not going to be able to do it in that high-speed right-hander, but now he will go down the inside at the hairpin. That is one of the best overtaking points of the lap, and lots of people taking advantage of it, or at least trying to there, as we now see Seb Mills wheel-to-wheel there with Adam Richardson. Adam Richardson trying to fend off the Ferrari. The Ferrari, of course, one of the more extravagant cars in this field, in a field which, of course, includes cars such as the Mazda 3 and the Suzuki Swift. The Ferrari around the outside there with the Alfa Romeo right on his tail, as well as Brother trying to get involved in this battle, not quite able to keep it around the outside there. As into turn 4, that's Seb Mills trying to carry the speed all the way around the outside. Again here, the momentum in favour of Seb Mills, but Adam Richardson with the inside line, the shorter distance, will just be able to hold on for now, because again, the track switches directions, and Seb Mills will get the move done there. With a clean exit, he's up in at 7th position, unless Adam Richardson can try and do something here. He's getting awfully close to the side of that car, and he's going to try and send it around the outside, but he doesn't quite have the grip to do it now. That's going to allow Jonathan Mills to get involved in this battle as well now. Scott Sandever in 3rd position, but he's going to get switched back through the final corner. Jackson Turner up in to 3rd spot. The top 4 in this race all on soft tyres, and the soft tyres are fading fast here. Same is the case now for Adam Liu. The Suzuki Swift has got much better tyre management, and that is allowing Jackson Turner, the pole sitter, to get back into 2nd position here. But the lead of Tyler Davison looks too big to surmount, and indeed it is, as they head through the final corner now for the final time. It's going to be career win number 3 in Global Group 4. 3 out of 4 race wins, not a bad start. His 100% podium streak continues. Davison wins race number 1 here, ahead of Turner and Liu. And we are racing, and we're underway for race number 2 here in Spain. Again, the Swift gets a poor start. This time it's a different Renault that will lead us into turn 1 though. It's Davison that leads the way ahead there of Matthew Lilley and Scott Sandever battling side by side for that 2nd position. A lot of drivers on softs for this race after seeing them struggle in race number 1, with some of those on the softs even falling into the mid-pack come the end of that race. Lots of drivers wanting to get them out of the way here in this 2nd race, so expect to see quite a mixed up field throughout this race. It'll never stop changing, I don't think, here. Those on the softs expect them to move forward and then backwards again if their tyres do suffer like some did in race 1, as we've got a 4-wide battle here into turn number 4. Turner backs out, Richardson contact with Seb Mills and Niall Karen, trying to go all the way around the outside of Woolwood. I think they've all managed to get through there relatively safely. As out the head of the field there, it's Davison still leading ahead of Matthew Lilly. Now Niall Karen to the inside of Seb Mills once more. Mills trying to carry the momentum around the outside of the few rear-wheel drive cars in this field, trying to keep his foot in it as they're wheel-to-wheel there again. For second position, Mills up into second spot there. Jonathan Mills, of course, in that battle, with both of them regularly fighting throughout this race. It is good entertainment for us all, albeit slightly confusing with the two Mills brothers. As we see now 3 wide into turn number 1. It's Seb Mills going to the inside this time. He gets past Scott Sandever into the 6th position. Is now up at the head of the field. A little bit of a wide moment there for Tyler Davis. That's going to open the door for Jonathan Mills to take the lead away here. Jonathan Mills looking for this race victory on his soft tyres, but he needs to get out front and run as quick as he can, because if those tyres fall off as badly as his teammate Scott Sandevis did in race number 1, then he is going to be falling back at a rapid pace towards the end of the race. But at the moment, he's not even going to be able to pull away at all at the moment, because Tyler Davison goes down the inside. And can he hold on to that manoeuvre? The traction there of the Alfa Romeo and its 4-wheel drive system will allow it to drive ahead on exit. And now Davison dropping back a little bit more. Adam Liu the next up in the Renault to try and make the move there. Medium so it's hard in that battle. And next up for Liu to try and pass will be Matthew Lilly as they head down the main straight. But Davison going to make it 3 wide towards the first corner. Adam Liu backs out of it. Matthew Lilly putting a bit of a defensive move on there. Matthew Lilly getting very close to leading. Adam Liu is back around the outside here, trying to regain the position after backing out on the straight. Waiting his turn, and now he might have another chance, but it doesn't look like he's quite going to be able to do it there. Davison will hold on to that position for now, but a continuing battle at the head of the field here. Matthew Lilly this time, again looking for a manoeuvre, and this is incredible racing in this battle pack here. Again, Matthew Lilly looking to the inside this time. He backs out, and that will allow Tyler Davison to get around the outside and up into that 4th position here. It is Jonathan Mills still leading just, but he doesn't have a substantial lead at all at the moment, with 2 very feisty Renaults and a Genesis all right on his tail at the moment. Then a bit of a gap back to Seb Mills in the 5th position here. As we see Mills again leading this way, but Tyler Davison looking to the inside. Is there a wide moment there for Jonathan Mills and for Adam Liu? That's going to open the door up for Tyler Davison, or will it? They're banging doors through the final sector of the lap. Mills with the inside line should be able to hold on to this position, but Tyler Davison really pushing hard on the outside there. Gets run a little bit wide, and will have to slot back into second spot. That may even give the door opening to Adam Liu, who does fire it down the inside, Rossi style at the final corner, and up into second position now. Adam Liu into second spot. Tyler Davison in third spot, making it 3 wide for the lead of the race here. What a brilliant action in race 2, and it is Tyler Davison that will retake the lead here, looking to make it back-to-back wins in race 1 and 2, and take 4 of the first 5 in this series. Seb Mills drives past Matthew Lilly on the straight there. Behind him you can see Scott Sandever and Jackson Turner also trying to do the same as they head in to turn number 1. Scott Sandever very deep on the brakes there, but he gets it stopped. Fair play to him. He gets up into 4th position there as he looks to try and get up into the podium fight after missing the podium in race number 1. Now Turner on at the outside of Seb Mills. A little bit of a slide there from Sandever just ahead of them, and he will just hold on to it, but it will open the door back up for Seb Mills to retake that position. Turner immediately firing his Suzuki down the inside, but he has to back out there as Seb Mills this time is the one that goes a little bit wide, and this battle is set to continue for a while in this one. Seb Mills on that outside line, Turner on the inside going uphill once more. It is the Swift that will get the move done, but will he be switched back here? The Swift struggles on some traction areas, with it being front-wheel drive and quite light indeed, but he's able to on the position for now. As again, Seb Mills will come fighting back around the outside in to the hairpin. Turner goes a little bit deep there. You can see that car struggling for traction. Seb Mills takes advantage and will take that position away as again another swapping of positions here. This time on the final lap, it's the 2 Alfa Romeos swapping places, and another spot lost here for Jonathan Mills. 2 positions lost in just as many corners. Mills on those soft tyres appears to have lost the grip. Someone that hasn't lost the grip though, or any of the speed, it is Tyler Davison, who leads home a Renault 1-2. It's 4 wins from the first 5 races for the Renault Megane Trophy. Tyler Davison wins race 2. And we are racing and run away for the final race here in Barcelona. It's a good start from our pole sitter Morgan Hitchings there. He takes pole after finishing 8th in the previous one, on the top 8 being reversed for this race. Hitchings leading us in to turn number 1, Lilly on his tail, as is Jonathan Mills. And that is Matthew Lilly immediately looking for the lead into turn number 1. Hitchings trying to hold it on around the outside, will just about cling on there. But now into turn number 3, it is going to be Matthew Lilly who takes the lead away. Scott Sandever next up through into second position. Almost the entire field on medium tyres for this race. The only driver not is Seb Mills on the hards. That is Sandever into second spot. Matthew Lilly at the head there with Jonathan Mills now making the move on Morgan Hitchings through turn number 4 behind. Bit of a wide moment there for Jackson Turner with the 2 Renaults trying to make their way up the order as well here. Seb Mills on the inside of Morgan Hitchings. Now he's the next to try and pass the pole sitter through that corner, and it is going to be Seb Mills up in to 4th position on his hard tyres. Not doing too badly at all there. Scott Sandever looking to try and find a way into the lead here. He wants to get his 2nd win of the season. But Jonathan Mills and Matthew Lilly both hungry to take their very first here. Lilly high speed through that right-hander behind the battle will be beautiful news for our race leader here. He needs them to fight hard if he wants to try and get a bit of a lead built up here. Behind you can see the pack very close. Seb Mills looking to the inside there. It's going to be 3 wide between the Alfa Romeos and Seb Mills in the Ferrari. Big snap there for multiple drivers, in fact. Mills and Sandever both having huge moments as now Morgan Hitchings is having to defend from Niall Kerrin in the 5th position, as that's Turner on the inside there of Adam Liu, Tyler Davison on the outside now, and that will be Adam Richardson just in behind them through the penultimate corner here. High speed stuff. A bit wide there from Richardson, but they all stay on the racetrack. Turner looking to the inside. He's not quite able to make it stick, though. He slots in behind. There's a wide moment there for Liu. Could open the door for those drivers. Kerrin down the inside of Hitchings at turn number 1. Turner next up in this group of drivers to try and make this manoeuvre happen, as it's Hitchings trying to hold himself around the outside, but instead goes for the switchback, and that looks like it may well work here, with the Porsche doing quite well indeed there into turn number 4. Can he stay alongside of the next corner? No, not quite able to do it. He has to back out, and next up to try and pass him will be Jackson Turner in the Suzuki Swift there. He's got the run down the inside, but Hitchings with the exit there. The Swift once again coming bad on corner exit, and it is Hitchings with the inside line, but Turner carries some momentum around the outside, and will take that position away from him. We have Liu and Davison both on his tail as well here. 2 Renaults that have really been on form in this event. Davison on the inside line, a bit of contact perhaps there. Liu going to try and follow his teammate through past the Swift that does go a bit wide there and off the track. Liu on the outside now as they flick back towards the right. The Renault should get the better traction on corner exit, and it looks like he will do just that. But Hitchings is actually looking to get involved in this fight as well here, and Turner sending it deep in the penultimate corner will hold on to that position for now at least. The Swift does have some speed in the high speed corners as they come out of the final corner now and onto the long start finish straight. It is Seb Mills there looking to try and make a move on Scott Sandever, and there is heavy contact there. Seb Mills knocking Sandever sideways. Sandever does hold onto it thankfully though, and they all keep going in the right direction as now Adam Richardson is in this battle with Adam and Morgan. 2 Adams and a Morgan in this fight. Adam Liu gets ahead. Hitchings looking to try and get back in this fight. Hitchings down the inside. That's a bold move to try and make that one stick. He gets it done though. But now on corner exit, he's going to be vulnerable to both of the Adams behind him. Richardson and the Mazda there. White and red in his car. And then red and white for Adam Liu. Nice and confusing for us. So there's contact there. Hitchings off the road, back onto it. Contact again. And that's going to allow Adam Liu to get clear of that battle and up the order there as Seb Mills now dives down the inside of the hairpin, and that was not going to stop. But Tyler Davison had a hard enough time as well getting that thing stopped. Seb Mills very wide, and now feeling the pressure from Jackson Turner behind him. As Turner, Davison, Kerrin all doing battle now through turn number 3. Turner on the outside here. This is inferior where the Suzuki Swift should have a decent amount of speed, but Davison with the inside line holds on to that position for now. Next up for him to try and pass will be Niall Kerrin, and he's going to go straight to the inside and try and get this move done, pushing Kerrin just a little bit wide there. That's going to open the door up for Turner into turn number 5. Kerrin on the back of Davison and into the back of Davison there. He gets a little bit of contact with the Renault Megane, trying to see if he can do anything to stop the man that has been oh so dominant in this series so far. Davison, though, able to stay ahead and now attacking Scott Sandever down the inside. Alfa Romeo versus Renault. And next up, another Alfa Romeo indeed. Jonathan Mills in second position, trying to keep Tyler Davison at bay. Look at how aggressive they're being here to try and keep this fight going. Mills keeps his nose in there. That's going to allow Sandever back up in to the second position. Tyler Davison around the outside in third place for now. It was a little bit too wide there, and that will drop back into fourth. Turner behind, trying to get involved in this fight as well, pushing his HTM Racing teammate ahead there, but Davison onto the brakes. Looks like he's that little bit stronger. Will keep his nose alongside. Jonathan Mills very wide, and that is going to be Tyler Davison through, but more contact there. Jonathan Mills out of shape in to this next right-hander, and more contact as well. This is getting heated now between Jonathan Mills and Tyler Davison. Davison out through and into the gravel. That's going to allow Jackson Turner up the order, and a bit of more contact there between him and Jonathan Mills, but Turner does get up into third place for now. Davison on the tail of Jonathan Mills as they head in to turn number 1 of the penultimate lap now. Davison looks like he might finally get this move done, but Jonathan Mills fighting as hard as he can here. He knows that he doesn't have the raw speed, but can he use the racecraft here? As now we see on the final lap of the race, casually free wide on the final lap, heading into turn number 1 for second position. Jackson Turner does get up the order there, but Tyler Davison sending it deep into the first corner. That'll give him the inside for turn number 2, and a brilliant manoeuvre there to get alongside and ahead of the Suzuki Swift. The Swift on the grass on the inside there, trying to find some room somewhere to get up the order again here. Scott Sandever may be called the CEO of P2, but he's got his work cut out to try and finish in that position now. Tyler Davison, and they're free wide, big contact. Jackson Turner drifting it, Tyler Davison sliding through there, and it is Scott Sandever that retakes second position, and Jackson Turner, after a bit of a moment there with all three of drivers involved, having to refocus and get back into the rhythm here on the final lap of the race. Turner trying to defend from Davison, but look at the lack of traction there. Turner trying to cover off a switchback, but just didn't go anywhere on a corner exit. Tyler Davison just able to drive around him and into the next corner. Davison looking set for that podium streak to continue here. And Scott Sandever looking good for P2. But up at the front, it is the Beans machine, which is going to win in race number 3. Career win in Global Group 4, number 1. Matthew Lilly wins for Genesis here in race number 3.